Nate drops the L word on wifey.
The L word.
Love.
Oh, he loves Miss Dacia.
Yeah, that's what she's been waiting to hear.
Did he say he's falling in love, or did he say he loves her?
Falling in love.
Isn't there a difference?
Okay.
No, I'm asking. Isn't there a difference?
Yeah, I would guess so.
Because
One is more advanced than the other one.
didn't he tell her he was falling in love with her before?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, I just wanted to make that clear
Okay.
because now his ratio, he's at what,
7 to 8.
7 to 8, and he's falling in love. All right. Then Miss Stasia is gonna. You think she's gonna take that and run, or is she coming back to nag him some more?
Hell if I know.
She's coming back to
Nag
nag him
him some more. Okay. I'll go. That would have been my inclination, but I didn't know for sure. But anyway, welcome to Cliff Alert, y'all. Today we're going to be talking about Lifetime Network's reality-based TV series, Married at First Sight, season number 15, episode number 10.
And today we're going to focus on Stasia and Nate. But before we get into it, please like, share, subscribe, and send your comments. Please click that notification button so you know when we upload new content. And we appreciate you because your support of this channel means everything to us.
Absolutely.
Thank you.
Absolutely. Stasia begins this episode with a conversation with her mom, Stacy.
Yeah,
Meeting.
and Stasia broke down. She seems so desperate to me at times. She wants love. She wants it now.
For her, this boss lady side of her is coming out, and she wants things right then and there because, in a sense, she sees things as it relates to Nate as transactional.
But that's not gonna work. Even if they have kids, her kids not gonna operate like that.
Yeah.
They're gonna check her, and she needs to start self-regulating and check herself. She too got a beast, and she gotta put that old girl under a headlock.
Yeah.
Because that beast is coming out thirsty, dehydrated, and she's gonna push the very thing that she wants away from her.
Well, and that's what she is conveying to Mom Stacy, that it's hard for her to do. It's hard for her because she wants that reassurance from Nate, that verbal reassurance. I think she's getting it in terms of the actions coming from Nate because they're consistent, but she's not getting the verbal part of that yet.
But the point is, if she continues with not seeing what the man is doing, but only listening for what he's saying, then that's not good.
You're right.
The man communicates differently.
Yes.
She gotta start appreciating him, and it tells me that she's not really focused on him, but focused on him saying one thing.
Right.
So is she in love?
Right.
Is she getting that? Because at one point I believe Nate even told her that she seemed closed off.
Right.
And it's hard to get close to someone who is closed off, and he's right on the money.
Right, and she's saying that she wants Nate to open up like she's doing, but it's a process. You don't just automatically jump to there. You move in a progressive way towards that destination, don't you?
Absolutely. But I just think she needs to like slow her roll, pump her brakes, get a good book, do whatever she needs to do, because she is moving at a pace that seems more corporate than a natural kind of love. She has no joy. All she's focused on is him saying, I love you.
Right, and I think she recognizes that, and that's one of the reasons why I believe she began to cry in that conversation that she was having with her mom, Stacy, because she realized that, hey, look, I have an impatient side of me. I may not know how to control it, but at least I acknowledge it.
Her mom even had to tell her, hey, girl, it's 30 days. You're 30 days in. Give me a break.
Yeah. And I think her mom even took, I guess, in some ways, a little bit of responsibility for that, and kind of got to her a little bit as well, because she thinks that her daughter Stasia saw a little bit of that coming out in her relationship with Stasia's father.
Well, that may be the case, but Stasia also has some baggage from
Yes,
relationships she has
in the
had,
past,
and
yes.
she's bringing that forward. So now she wants to hear the words. She wants to hear everything that she did not hear from that past relationship, because she keeps saying, I don't want to be in a loveless relationship.
Yep.
And that's probably the issue she had with the past stuff.
No question
And
about it.
she thinks that him saying it is gonna wash all of that away. But she gotta leave that stuff in the past. Write it down, burn it, do whatever she has to do. Light some sage, whatever she gotta do, because that's not the man she's dealing with
Exactly.
here and now.
Right, and Stacy.
That's a ghost.
Stacy reminds Stasia that, hey, look, you have to allow people to be who they are and have their own space. It's especially important now because you are now married.
Find out what calms her down and do it. In California, something
Okay.
to calm her down.
Okay. All right.
Be it medication, be it affirmations, be it walk on the beaches, be it something. Get a dog or what have you.
Yeah, and it's interesting that you mentioned that because they talked about that on day 30. They revealed that Nate wants a dog.
Yeah, I think they need one because she's too much. She can scare any man away from her.
Wow. Well, they did a trial run with Kristen and Mitch's dog Luna.
Right, and Nate was babysitting and Luna was going at it all by herself.
So to speak.
It is what it is.
Yeah. And then later on, Nate basically shows Stasia that, hey, look, I am in this. And he honors something that he said he was going to do from previous episodes by going with Stasia to meet with lawyers to do postnuptial agreements.
Now, I'm not sure, but I think that for post-nup agreements, each party got to have their own attorney so they can read this contract. So they said, the Chiron said that the lawyer was both Stasia's
and Nate's attorney.
And I'm not sure if that's really kosher, but we're going to go with it because typically, the parties need to have their
separate
own
attorneys.
attorneys.
Yeah.
Someone created a space where it was romantic. They sat down and they were talking about love and their love.
Yeah, but you know what though? Before they got to that part of it, Nate had, for lack of a better expression, a little bit of a bone to pick with Stasia. He was basically saying that, hey, look, Stasia dismissed his effort and commitment at the beginning of this process, and that he didn't really take too kindly to it, and that it hurt him.
Yeah, that's why I said she could potentially run the man off.
Yeah. And it was important for him to say that to her at the time to get her to understand that
to get part, her attention.
To get her attention, and at the point now where she's got to understand that he had trust issues as it relates to her. The final things that Nate did say, to kind of wrap this all up, was that he feels like he is understanding Stasia much better, and that he sees more of a future with his wife Stasia, and that he finally admits that, yeah, he's falling in love with wifey.
Yeah, but he said, I'm falling in love with you before when he was at 4%.
Yeah.
So
4 out of 10, right.
He's not saying I love you, which she craves,
right,
which she's thirsty for.
Right.
So I hope falling in love the second time around with an upgrade of 7 to 8%.
Yeah, 7 to 8 out of 10.
It's gonna make her feel a little better than she was when he was at 4.
I think it did. I think it absolutely had that effect on her because she was smiling and not necessarily kikiing, but giggling and all that, and you could tell she was pleased. Yeah.
I just think she just needs to back off and let her brother breathe.
And she was pleasantly surprised by it, and that's kind of like when they kind of do the lip locking thing. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Yeah.
But
Which is cool.
I hope next week she's not asking him what his percentage is.
Bad, but anyway, on day 32, they decide to go get tattoos.
They have a celebration where they meet with the couple.
Yeah,
They're
yeah,
celebrating 30 days in,
Yep.
and both Stacy and Nate, they look nice together.
Nate
they look
was-
like a beautiful couple together.
Like Uncle Dave said, Nate was clean.
Yes, he
He
was.
was clean.
Yes, he was.
Mm-hmm.
And Stacy had a nice little white outfit that looked great on her. And
Yeah.
they got to the bus came and picked them up, so they met the couples because they were traveling to a particular place.
Yeah, a restaurant or something like that.
Right.
Yeah,
That's what
yeah.
it seemed like.
And once they got there, one of the things that Nate was saying was that he feels like Stasia and himself complement one another
They do.
very well.
They do.
Right, and he says that he feels like they are that he's falling more and more in love every day, and wants his best friend beside him, who happens to be his wife, Stasia.
Now that is powerful.
Yes,
I
no
hope
question
she
about it.
was listening.
And
He said that in a group setting.
right. Mm-hmm.
And that is powerful. So I hope that calms her a little behind down, and she gets about the business of just loving on the man so he can love on her without this thirsty kind of thing that she has going on with her.
Right, but I don't know whether it was in a confessional or not. But Stasia does realize that she's got work to do as it relates to that effort to be able to allow that to happen.
Right.
So let's hope that she can get that done.
Right. She got to know that she's not underwater anymore.
Mm-hmm.
She's not in the Sahara Desert anymore.
Right.
She got a man.
She got a man who ain't going nowhere. Is with her. He's all in.
He's all in, so just relax
Yes.
and
Exactly.
enjoy the journey together.
Exactly.
So that's all I got to say about that.
I agree with what you said, wifey.
We'd like to thank you for liking, sharing, and subscribing. Please click on that like button. It will help with the algorithm. And we'll see you in the next bit.
Keep
Thank
it rolling.
you.
Keep it rolling, Nate and Stasia. Keep it rolling.
Have a good one.
Bye.
Why you like talking to the camera like if they
No, I'm
want
just trying to encourage a brother and sister. You know what I'm saying?